Derek Nolan, please, 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Les Cancorla. Children have a certain vulnerability, often even in the care of well-intentioned parents, and it's vital that in this country we provide a secure environment for them to grow up in and to flourish. As leaders of future generations, it is indisputable that children have a central role in this society, and therefore there is a special duty on the state and on the government of the state to protect them. The United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, which Ireland has ratified, acknowledges the family as the fundamental unit of society and the natural environment for the growth and well-being of children. It also states that the family should be afforded the necessary protection and assistance so that it can fully assume its responsibilities within the community. The term family, of course, should be given its modern definition, encompassing the many different forms and types of families that our society now homes. Within this context, it is vital that the state provides a robust infrastructure for children and their families. This extends far beyond child benefit and welfare rates to encompass childcare support, social welfare protection for their parents, family income supplements, employment opportunities, in fact, healthcare, education and their very security. To view the state's role in the protection of children solely on monetary terms is narrow, short-sighted, and sometimes ignores the wider impact of state services and actions that encompasses a child's life. The welfare of a child cannot simply be judged on the basis of a payment. A holistic approach is required, as there are many other important factors to be considered. A child's life is impacted, for instance, when his or her parents can't get work. A child's life is impacted when his or her grandparents can't get the care they need and family resources have to be diverted towards them. A child's life is impacted when his or her sibling cannot get help with special needs and the family has to put their hand in their pocket to pay for it for themselves. Resource demands on parents have an expenditure-reducing impact on families in the same way as income reductions themselves. The welfare of a child has to be judged as a whole, in the context of his or her entire family and how that family unit is treated in society. In order to safeguard parents in this country, it is fundamentally necessary to protect the social welfare rate to parents and to ensure that the most vulnerable families are shielded from the very worst effects of this recession. We are in the midst of an unprecedented economic and financial crisis, and in order that the most vulnerable in society are protected, an ambitious reform of the social welfare system is absolutely necessary. The Labour Party, under the guidance of Minister Burton, is committed to doing so in line with the Labour Party principles of solidarity and fairness. The programme for government, in fact, rightly states that the elimination of poverty is a government objective and commits to reducing the number of people experiencing poverty. And the range of initiatives which the government has introduced already and already put in motion includes things that will have a direct impact on people and their lives. Reversing the minimum wage cut, for instance, will do more to protect people from poverty than rates can. Reforming and putting back in place the JLC protections of lower paid workers so that they have money coming in and income streams coming in will protect children and protect families. Maintaining the Croke Park Agreement and its protection on low paid workers in the civil and public service is a way of protecting children from poverty by making sure their parents can afford to look after them. Introducing the jobs budget, Les Cancorla, also helps to create jobs, the best way to keep people out of poverty. I suppose, Les Cancorla, as I have to conclude shortly, is that really the debate has to expand beyond simply the idea of money going into money. And we have to look at how the state interacts with the child on every level. I have a constituent who I was talking to today who was waiting on an appeal for a domiciliary care allowance for his two children who have special needs, one with severe autism. Those kind of extra facilities and needs are so much more important in terms of making sure that the person has stability in their lives and that they don't have to put hands in their own pocket to provide services that the state should provide. So I would ask for a broader debate. I support the thrust of the motion. Obviously, the exact specifics can't be agreed, but I do think that we have to have a proper debate and that child poverty should be at the core of every decision in the next budget, and that will be there.
Thank you, Deputy.